Hello everyone, welcome back to the official Nudie channel. Today, I have got the last episode of Kirby's Adventure. It has been quite a long time that I've been doing this, so yeah, I'm excited to show you guys how to complete Kirby's Adventure in its entirety. So yeah, here we go, level 7, Rainbow Resort. And if you haven't seen the previous episodes, catch up on those before you check this one out. But we're going to start off with episode 1, or not episode, we're starting off with World 1, and just going through here, get laser right off the bat so that you can just get these guys out of the way. It's just the best way to do it. They give you the angles for a reason. Alright, then right here you can just kind of shoot there and you'll get a free guy. Just go down to this door, and then you're greeted with a bunch of little blocks that you need to break through. So right here, I prefer to get the little lion fire-breathing dude. And yeah, so just get fire right here, and then you can kind of blast your way through. And then right here, you kind of need to get, you do need to get beams so that you can get through some other blocks that I'll show you later. Alright, so just keep going. As you can see, some of those like blue blocks are breaking. That'll be important later on. Not right now as much, but it will be more important when we get more to the end of this section. So just keep going through here. Crouching and attacking that way is a good way of getting rid of a bunch of blocks fast as well. But yeah, so just kind of make your way through here. Try not to die from those guys, because that's no fun. Alright, so then just kind of break those blocks up there, and that'll lead to a secret room that'll open up one of those hidden doors on the outside world, right? So this one you actually need Fireball though, because the last two blocks you aren't able to break with just beam. You need to have Fireball. So just make my way through here. Okay. Alright, so then once you're up here, you can use your Fireball, get through, and then you have that little button that opens up your little dangly thing. Alright, so then go through the door, crouch and attack. Pretty self-explanatory right there. And then I like to get ice because that's fun. Again, ice is one of my favorite attacks in this game. So yeah, just keep going through here, and then you'll eventually reach the end. Try not to, be too bothered with the guys on the ground. You can just kind of fly through there, it doesn't really matter. There isn't anything there. So then you reach the end, and jump up to the top. That time we only got 2, but that's alright. That happens sometimes. Alright, now we are in World 2. And immediately you have to fight one of these bomb throwing guys, so just be careful, try not to get hit, not an overly difficult fight. Just make sure that you, swallow the bombs, or you catch the bombs and then just throw them back at them. Alright. Yep, one more should do the trick, and then we'll go on to the next boss, because this world in particular, you have to fight a whole bunch of different, like smaller boss fights, because this is the last, main world. So then you get your crash, just kill the Music Man right off the bat, and then you're going to want to get rid of one of your blasts right here, because you want to have a weapon fighting the third. So use 2 here, it'll kill him, and then you swallow him to get his ability. Then if you go up the stairs, then you'll be greeted with the little hammer guy. And yeah, so just try and get up close to him and then freeze him. And then keep the ability. Don't get the hammer, because that's more difficult to use in the next room. That one is the throw guy, and this one we are going to want to swallow once we kill him. So So just keep attacking him as best you can, and then once he throws these guys, then you can use ice to freeze it and then throw it back at him. So do that, and then you should be good to go. Swallow him once you're done, and then head to the next room where we will be fighting that stag beetle looking dude. Stag beetles are actually really cool, so if you have time to research those guys, I would highly recommend it. They are really cool. They like fight and stuff. Really cool. But this isn't a real one. This is only in a game, so don't worry. But yeah, so you just swallow those little ladybug things that he shoots at you, and then throw them back at him, because the throwing ability turns each individual thing into a double star as opposed to just a single one. Now with this guy, I'm just gonna get rid of that for now, because I kind of want the fireball, because that's a more useful ability just later on. So should only need one more star, and then he should be out, and then we can move on. Alright, so then just swallow him, and go to your door. Oh, well, there we go. Alright, so then just float up. And then this warp star will take you to the next section of the world. Alright, so now right here, just kind of use your fireball to get through there so you can heal up. And then you're at the end of the level. And hey, this time we got a free guy. So, there we go. Free guys are always nice. If you can get them, go for it. I don't think I'm going to bother with the little crane game. Not this time. I've done it quite a few other times, so. There we go. Alright, so then just kind of make your way through here. And, I am actually interested. What does this give you? So if you swallow 2 of the guys here, it'll give you all. So don't do that. Keep your fireball. But, yeah. Okay, so then in here, try not to get hurt by those birds right off the bat, because they are kind of in the way. Try and get one of these cutter guys, because it's a nice ability to have. And I am almost dead, so up at the top here there's going to be some health, so I'll be able to heal up a little bit. Alright, so here we go, heal up, and then make your way to the next section where we get the hyper ability. And then you can slide around on those things, but it can be a bit dangerous because you might collect momentum enough to hurl you off the side of one of those things, and you'll fall into the abyss, and then you'll die. And fun fact, dying isn't fun. So yeah, don't do that. And then, well, alright. And then you're at the end of the level, so just head out, and then, let's see. Hey, there we go. That's perfect. Alright, now we head on to the next world, which is going to be World 4. So just head up there. Avoid these guys because they're kind of a pain. There we go. Now, this tornado guy is actually pretty useful coming up, so you might want to grab him. And then it'll also allow you to just, travel to the end of the map a little bit better in that given scenario. But yeah, so right here is where tornado is really useful because it's kind of hard to like fight those guys with all the other abilities. If you happen to have like Spark or something like that where something's all around you, then it's okay, but otherwise tornado is really good. Because some of the directional ones in this part are just they're just kind of hard to aim because you have to go like up and down and all that. So if you just use Tornado, you should be good. This guy, you can just jump around. He just kind of sits in that one corner, doesn't do anything. Now, Fireball is a bit more useful coming up, so I am going to take that. And, oh, there we go. Alright, so right here, just wait. Ah! Alright, so you're just gonna want to come through here, try not to get stabbed by any of those bomb things, and then make your way down here, and then you're at the end of the level. So there you go. Push A for your jump, and hey, we got another one. We're actually doing pretty good for those free guide at the end of the world thing. Is what, the third one? Something like that. Alright, so now we're going into World 5. Now this one, right off the bat, you're going to be faced with these bomb guys. So swallow the one, run up until you see two of them, and then you hit the button, because otherwise these guys will get you. I was kind of caught off guard the first time I was going through this game. So yeah, just keep doing that, and then one more will fall coming up, and that guy will fall faster. So just be more careful with that guy. Make sure you swallow him, and then right here you can just use it. Alright. And might as well swallow that guy. Not really gonna do any good, but, you know, it's fun. So these little star things indicate which direction you're going to fall if you go into that tunnel. See, I just got smashed right there, and I was pushed up by that star. The downwards facing ones will push you down, so just be careful of that, and make sure that you have a good running head start when you do actually jump into those sections. Okay, so now you go through this door, and grab this fire guy. Okay, now right up there's some health, so I'm going to grab that real quick. And this little section right here is actually really quite difficult. You have to get, you have to light that fuse and then get in the cannon before it goes off. And it's a really short fuse and it's kind of hard to jump around. So we're going to fast forward through a bunch of me failing. But this is what you basically want to do, get to the edge, and then get on there and then try and jump in. It's rather difficult to do, so I'm going to fast forward through a bunch of my failures, because it really is quite difficult to do. So yeah, I also tried using the fireball guy to try and get in there, but that didn't work at all, so I ended up just getting the fire. So here we go, last attempt, and boom. There we are, and then it gives you 5 free guys, so kind of useful, especially coming up because there are some more difficult areas of this world. Alright, so that's the end of the level. So then you just push A and jump up, and, well, we didn't get the free guy, but that's alright, we got 10. Okay, so now we're going into level 6. And this one kind of takes you back through a bunch of the different worlds, just kind of like a flashback or something. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. It's black and white, so it's kind of reminiscent of like a, I don't know, like a memory, I guess. I mean, that's kind of what this game is about. You'll see that later when it comes to the end, but yeah. I mean, it's the dream world or something like that, so. Yeah, so just make sure that you get around all those guys. It's not too difficult through here. And then if you sprint right here and you jump, you won't get hit. So just bear that in mind. It's a lot faster than trying to fight each individual guy in there. Alright, so then up here we got some health and a free guy. So I'm gonna grab those because I am desperately in need of some health. And here we go on to the next portion. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, it just kind of takes you through some of the older maps, or like older style maps, you know, that were used in previous levels. Now I'm gonna get this little bit of health here just so I'm at full. Also, beware of that little coconut thing. It will fall and smash you if you're not careful. And there isn't anything up in that corner there. I know because I've checked. Not worth it. Don't try and go up there and break anything because it's not going to help you. Okay, so then right up here, just be careful. I kind of forgot about those guys just showing up out of nowhere. I just kind of got lucky right there. So, yeah, so just be careful with those guys because they will get you as well. And then over in here, just kind of make your way down through that little maze. I don't know. And then right here, you're just going to need to crouch attack to go all the way through. And then right here, you might... I mean, I've seen people do it where they use the parasol to try and, you know, block things, but I just prefer the cutter, and it's more useful coming up in the next fight. So there is a hidden door up here. It's right on top of that second pillar. And then if you fall through here, then you'll be greeted with one of those magic buttons, and then it'll open up a secret room where it's just that warp star that'll take you to any world in the game. And that is the last level of Kirby's Adventure. So there we go. Now all we need to do is the boss fight, which admittedly is rather difficult, you know, going through it the first time, but after a while it's not too bad. And here we have him, that weird monkey guy in a coat and a hat. And he has several different attacks. He has that hammer, and then he also jumps around and stuff. And then he inflates, and then he tries to fly around that way. Just kind of goofy, but, you know, that's fine. It's Kirby's Adventure. Yeah, I really like Cutter in here. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it does get you out of the way, because it goes back, so you can attack and then run away. So it allows you to keep your distance. So yeah, there's this flying attack. Okay, so just be careful. Oh, try not to lose it. Get out of the range of his jumping attacks, and then if he swallows you, then just, you know, get your cutter back and... Why does it do this to me? Okay, here we go. Yeah, so just keep using your cutter on him, and then you should be good to go. Just so long as you don't get hit. Just like that. Oh goodness. Not doing the best today. Yeah, so just keep smacking that guy with your cutter, and then you should be good to go, basically. Kind of repetitive, but in the end you'll get it, and yeah. Alright, there we go. So that is the, not quite the final, boss fight. There's level 8, the Fountain of Dreams, and this is, it's kind of basically just like an extra level where it's just the boss fights, so I am going to incorporate it into this video. Even though it is technically another level, it's not really, so I'm going to incorporate it into this video, because it is the final bit, and it doesn't take too long to do, so it's not really worth having a whole other video dedicated for it. So right here, basically, we learned that, oh, this guy was under a spell, and Kirby just broke the spell. But now, a magic ball took away something off of the fountain, and now it's going to attack us. So, basically what you want to do is just huck these stars at him, and then try not to get hit. Yeah, so you just kind of fly around, and yeah, so you have the different attacks that he does. He throws out the different stars, and then he also has these barrage attacks where he shoots out different, like, shockwaves or something. And then he also rushes you every once in a while. So just be aware of that. There is a pattern to it, and you can kind of memorize it if you want to. He always does the same attack each and every time at different intervals. So just beware of that. You know, you could memorize it. I haven't, but it's not hard to tell what he's going to do when. So you just keep hitting him with the star, and then you should be good to go. And here we fly off into the moon. There we go. Alright, so now we fly in on a star, and I am not doing too well on health, but that's alright. So now we actually come to the like big boss at the end. And yeah, so we're gonna crash our star because apparently we're a bad pilot. Alright, now we gotta fight this weird demon thing. And his only weakness... Oh, well, I just died, so there we go. Let's try that again. So his only weakness is actually his underside, and you can tell what it is because it's kind of like a weird sparkly thing that opens up and spins around. So you can shoot the stars, but I found that to be a bit more difficult than just jumping up into them. And you spin around with the wheel of death, so you shouldn't have to worry about taking any damage if you do it that way. You can shoot stars, but I found it to be a bit more difficult to hit them. So if you just jump up, it should be fine. See right there, he's just like ever so slightly too high for like jumping, so it is kind of difficult to do it that way. If he does come down low, you can shoot him, but it is a bit difficult. Although there is actually a method that you could use if you fly upwards and then you fall when he's doing one of these attacks, and then you can shoot him better. Might do that here in a bit. Okay, so yeah, right here, there we go. Just jump into him, and you'll be good to go. Right here, he also does an upside down attack, so be wary of that one because you can't really jump into him. And there we go. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna try that flying attack right now. So basically you just fly up and then shoot stars on the way down. There we go, and that time I caught him when he was upside down. So, there you go. It is a bit difficult, but there we go. Alright, just landed that last one. And now we have the scene of him basically exploding. Or maybe imploding. Yeah, more of an implode than anything else. And that's the end of the game. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the series. I've enjoyed making it for you guys. Kirby's Adventure is one of my favorite games. And there is actually a bonus game at the end of this where you only get 3 hearts of, you know, before you die. So if you guys want me to do like a live stream where I just go through the entire game doing that, I think that would be a lot of fun. If you guys want to see that, comment down below. And yeah, so we'll watch the last bits of animation here before the credits roll. So yeah, basically what we learn at the end of this game is that the monkey dude in a coat was basically tricked and put under a spell, and all the people were put into nightmares, and Kirby saved the day by destroying the nightmare. So there you go. That's the story of Kirby, or at least Kirby's Adventure. I haven't really played any other Kirby games. I have heard of a few, like Kirby's Magic Yarn or something like that. I'm interested, but I don't know if I really want to do that. So anyway, that's the end of the game. Kirby just basically flies off into the sunset, and everyone lives happily ever after. So there we go, everyone. That is the end, and I will see you all in the next video. Farewell.